morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I would like to welcome everyone here today to the elementary playground kickoff ceremony. I'd like to share that this kickoff ceremony is one of 33 in the district. Every elementary school will be receiving a playground equipment. And I do want to provide a little bit of context. The playground equipment was made possible through our federal funds. Ms. Mary Coleman and Dr. Tubb worked on funding to ensure that we were able to get the playground equipment. So I want to say thank you to them. Yes, that is a reason for applause. The next item that I'd like to share with you is that this playground equipment is more than just frequent. One of the things that I learned, we have the direct rep from Play and Park Structures, Mrs. Jeff Watkins. If you please raise your hand, he's back there. Thank you for being here, sir. We also have a installation crew here. I know that you're in the audience. What I'd like to share with you is that this playground equipment is actually a structured thing. It's coming with 100 activities, curriculum. Dr. Trevino, super excited. Curriculum is going to be a part of this. The students will be able to do 6 elements. They'll be able to spin, swing, slide, climb, balance, and graffiti. And I said, what in the world is that? Well, we know that as monkey bars. Okay, so they'll be able to do the monkey bars too. So we're very excited. Play On is a national program that is promoting physical activity. So we appreciate that we have gone beyond just a placement. I'm honored to be here for this special ceremony, and I welcome everyone. I'd like to acknowledge our students that are in the audience. We have several students. I saw them sitting there. Students, you give this way. I think they're excited. They want to see our playground in place already. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce a few guests with us today. We have Board President, Mr. Eddie Garcia. We have, of course, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Rene Gutierrez. Deputy Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction and Human Resources, Dr. Alicia Cervino. We also have Ms. Petra Torres, the Castillo Elementary Principal. I would like to acknowledge the work of the individuals that have done a lot behind the scenes. Our maintenance team has been working very closely with our funding source and also with our representative to make sure that we can find a playground equipment not only that is age appropriate, but it's also ADA compliant. We wanted our students with special needs to have access to this equipment. So we are very happy and glad. Thank you, Mr. Lopez and your team for securing and working with us, all the details there. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Alicia Cervino, who will guide us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I will take it.
Good morning, everyone. Being that we're in a ribbon cutting ceremony for the students, I thought it appropriate that I invite some students from the Castillo to lead us this morning. They will be doing the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Texas Pledge, followed by a moment of silence, followed by the Del Castillo School Pledge. So I invite Chloe Garcia, 4th grade student, Camila Cantu, 5th grade student, and Heriberto Perez, 5th grade students from Del Castillo.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty for justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Moment of silence. I obey the rules, be responsible and safe in school. I respect myself and others too. I respect myself and all I do. I'm here to learn all I can, to try my best and be all I am. I'm a junior cowboy, better than the rest, and always ready to lasso success. Oh, yes.
Thank you so much, boys and girls. Love that pledge. Well done. In addition to our board president, who will be giving us some board greetings, sharing some board greetings this morning, I'd like to introduce two additional board members that are joining us today. We have Dr. Chrissy Roca-Tipton, Vice President, and we also have Ms. Daniela Lopez Valdez, Assistant Secretary. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. At this time, I would like to invite our board president, Mr. Eddie Garcia, for some board greetings.
Well, thank you for being here. It is a great honor to be able to be here on this day. While not all students have not returned to their respective schools, your school district and your school board have been preparing their schools for the day when all students return. We look forward to the day when all children are able to return to their schools. We look forward to see their smiles and hear their laughter when they come out and play in their new and improved playgrounds. Thank you all. And again, we continue to work for the success of our students.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia. We hear you loud and clear. We want all our students back, so we can't wait for that day. I'd like to invite at this time Ms. Petra Torres she's the Castillo Elementary principal for some principal remarks.
Good morning and welcome members of the school board, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, our superintendent, administration, and guests, to Del Castillo Elementary, the home of the junior Olympics. I want to take this time to thank all the individuals who worked toward getting the playground project for all the elementary schools in our school district. We are certainly excited that very soon our students will be able to use the playground. It will provide an environment needed for children to engage in elements that develop key cognitive, social, and physical skills. Student engagement is key, especially once they all return back to our schools. With deep gratitude and affection on behalf of my students and my staff, I want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity to start off and kick off the playground projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Before we begin the groundbreaking ceremony, I would like to invite, please help me welcome our superintendent of schools, Dr. Rene Gutierrez, for some superintendent remarks.
Thank you and good morning to everyone. Thank you for being here. This is a project that we started a year ago about installing video boards in all of our schools, meetings, our facilities committee meeting. And of course, the board has always been very supportive. I've tried to do the best that we can for our students and to be able to provide them not only with the quality instructional materials that we can in the classroom and technology, but also outside the classroom. And the playgrounds was something that was really needed here in Brownsville ISD. And as you can see back here, there's nothing out here, just grass. And where have the kids been playing? And so now that we're gonna have a playground for them so that they can find a place to exercise and be together out here, it's something that we always have in mind. And so now we're going to be improving all our playgrounds at every elementary school. They're going to have new playgrounds, as well as I'm going to go ahead and add on that we're going to be improving the gymnasiums. All their gymnasiums are going to be enclosed. They're going to have air conditioners. They're going to have restrooms. So we're really going and making sure that our elementary schools, the playgrounds, and the gymnasiums are where they need to be, state of the art for our students. And even though, like Mr. Garcia said, that our students are not here, we're still distance learning, we're still preparing for them when they come back. We haven't stopped preparing. We haven't stopped from doing the things that we need to do to make sure that our buildings are up to where they need to be when our students come in. And hopefully soon that they all can come into school. And when they can, they're going to have a very nice playground. And we're facing in this playground throughout the district to all our 34 elementary schools. It's an investment close to $2 million. And I want to thank the board for their support and for making sure that we are putting the funds into this equipment to all 34 elementary schools. And thank you so much to the school board for the support and for putting the dollars where they belong, putting them in the schools for our kids so that they can have a quality education inside the classroom as well as outside the classroom. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gutierrez. Well, the moment we've all been waiting for, the groundbreaking ceremony and photos. I would like to invite our superintendent, Mr. Garcia, Dr. Tipton, Ms. Lopez Valdez, please join us up here. Dr. Trevino, if you'll join us. Ms. Torres, if you'll join us. And what we're going to do is we're going to stand on this side of the shovel so that we can get this in the background instead of doing the just trees out there. So if everyone can stand on this side, the picture will be taking facing the school. Mr. Robledo, Dr. Salceda, Dr. Cuff, if you'll join us. Mr. Haynes, cabinet members, if you'll join us up here. Folks, this concludes our ceremony this morning. We invite all our guests for some light refreshments at the Castillo gym located to my left. Everyone is invited for some refreshments. Again, thank you to our school board. Thank you to our superintendent. Thank you, federal programs. Thank you, maintenance. And thank you, Mr. Jeff Mankins. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, they're inside.